Welcome back to Uncommon Knowledge Hub. Today, we explore a thought-provoking scenario. What if humanity disappeared overnight? Let's uncover the impact and aftermath of a world without us. What if, in the blink of an eye, every single human on Earth just disappeared? No warnings, no explanations, just gone. What would happen to our cities, our homes, and even the natural world we've shaped for thousands of years? Would nature reclaim the planet? Would our technology keep running? And how long before all traces of humanity vanish forever? Stick around till the end, because what happens in the next few million years will leave you speechless. The first few hours after humanity disappears would feel eerily quiet. Planes would fall from the sky, crashing as pilots are no longer there to control them. Imagine the news reports if anyone were left to hear them. A 747 down over the Atlantic. An Airbus vanishes over the Alps, each a mystery until the bigger picture emerges. Trains and cars would keep moving until they crash or run out of fuel. A macabre ballet of metal and momentum playing out on empty highways. Power plants would begin shutting down as they rely on human maintenance. Our once bright cities would begin to dim, flickering as generators sputter and die. Some power sources, like solar and hydroelectric plants, would keep running for a while, at least until some crucial maintenance cycle fails. This means some cities might still glow at night for a few days, beacons of power in a world that no longer understands them, and within just a few hours, nature would start creeping back into our world. Not in some dramatic cinematic wave, but subtly. A vine pushing through a crack in the sidewalk, a bird landing on an empty park bench. The first signs that the concrete world is no longer the sole domain of mankind. Think about the pets left behind, dogs howling in empty houses, cats suddenly realizing that the food bowl isn't magically refilling itself. Some, resourceful and adaptable, would find ways to survive. Others wouldn't be so lucky. The hum of traffic, the roar of airplanes, the chatter of billions of humans, all gone, replaced by the whisper of wind through abandoned streets, and the rustling of leaves reclaiming their concrete jungle. As the sun sets on that first day, casting long shadows over deserted cities, one can't help but wonder what will rise in humanity's absence. Now let's fast forward a few days. The initial shockwaves of human absence are starting to fade, replaced by a chilling new reality. Without humans to maintain them, subway tunnels and underground metros would start flooding as pumps fail. The arteries of our cities, once teeming with life, now transformed into subterranean rivers. Domesticated animals like dogs and cats would be forced to fight for survival. No more kibble, no more cozy beds. The pampered house pet is a thing of the past. Larger, wilder breeds might form packs, their instincts kicking in as they scavenge for food. Smaller, more domesticated breeds face a grimmer fate, ill-equipped for this sudden shift in the natural order. And what about those animals we've confined for our own amusement? Zoos would become terrifying hunting grounds, as predators like lions, wolves and bears escape their enclosures. Can you imagine a pride of lions stalking the streets of New York City, or a grizzly bear lumbering through the ruins of the Louvre? But the animal kingdom isn't the only thing running wild. Without humans to manage them, nuclear power plants around the world pose an even greater threat. Cooling systems reliant on human intervention would begin to fail. Meltdowns, once unthinkable disasters, become inevitable. Imagine Chernobyl, but on a global scale. Radioactive plumes spreading across continents, poisoning water supplies, rendering vast swathes of land uninhabitable for centuries to come. The very technology that once promised progress now threatens to push the reset button on evolution itself. Yet amidst this destruction, there's a strange beauty to behold. Nature, so long suppressed by concrete and steel, is beginning to reclaim its rightful place. As weeks turn into months, the world will continue to change in ways we can only begin to imagine. 1 year after humanity disappears, the world has entered a new epoch. Cities, once symbols of human achievement, now resemble post-apocalyptic movie sets. Roads, once teeming with cars, are cracked and overgrown with vegetation. Bridges, those steel arteries of commerce and connection, begin to rust and crumble. Those gleaming skyscrapers, monuments to human ambition, fare no better. Without constant maintenance, their facades crumble, windows shatter, and foundations weaken. Imagine the Empire State Building, once a beacon of human ingenuity, slowly succumbing to the relentless forces of nature. And the animals? Wild animals would now outnumber any surviving pets, reclaiming forests, streets, and even skyscrapers as their own. Birds nest in the skeletal remains of shopping malls, deer graze in Central Park, and packs of wolves make their dens in the ruins of abandoned factories. But as nature flourishes, the legacy of human technology continues to cast a long shadow. Remember those nuclear disasters we talked about? 1 year on, their impact is truly being felt. Radioactive zones, once confined to specific locations, have spread, carried by wind and rain. Places like Europe, the United States, and Japan, once centers of global power, are now largely uninhabitable wastelands. The very air is toxic, the water poisoned. Yet amidst this devastation, life finds a way. The old order is gone, replaced by a new, wilder, and utterly unpredictable world. Let's jump ahead a century. The year is 2123. The Earth is almost unrecognizable. Skyscrapers, once symbols of human dominance, would have long since collapsed, their glass and steel skeletons swallowed by vegetation. The Eiffel Tower, the Golden Gate Bridge, even the mighty Burj Khalifa, all would be gone, reduced to rubble and rust. Cities like New York, London, and Beijing would look more like rainforests, with trees growing through the ruins of once great civilizations. The air would be cleaner than it has been in millennia, the silence broken only by the sounds of wind rustling through leaves and animals calling to one another. By 1,000 years, most human-made structures would be completely erased by time. The only things left standing, some stone structures, those silent sentinels of a bygone era. Pyramids with their massive blocks might endure, standing as enigmatic reminders of lost civilization. Mount Rushmore, carved into the granite face of a mountain, might survive, albeit eroded and weather-beaten, and parts of the Great Wall of China, that immense dragon of stone, could still snake across the landscape, a testament to human ambition and ingenuity. But what about our technological marvels? Satellites, those artificial stars we flung into orbit, would begin to fall back to Earth, burning up in the atmosphere in a spectacular display of light and fire. The internet, that vast network of information, would have long since gone dark, its servers decaying into useless hunks of metal. The Earth is returning to a state of natural equilibrium, a wild and beautiful place where nature reigns supreme. Now, let's stretch our imaginations even further, peering into the deep future, a time so distant that it makes millennia look like fleeting moments. By 10,000 years, the last vestiges of human structures would be nearly gone, reclaimed by the Earth. Even the most durable materials like concrete and steel would have succumbed to the relentless forces of erosion and decay. The very geography of the planet might be different. Ice ages may have come and gone, reshaping continents, carving new mountain ranges, and flooding coastal regions. The Earth as we know it would be a memory, preserved only in the geological record. By 50,000 years, even the most persistent remnants of our civilization, like plastic and glass, would have finally broken down completely. The very molecules that make up these materials would have been recycled back into the earth, absorbed by plants, consumed by animals, and transformed by the relentless churn of geological processes. By 1 million years, the only evidence of humanity left on Earth would be the fossilized bones of our ancestors, buried deep underground, just like the dinosaurs that came before us. Imagine paleontologists of the future, belonging to some new intelligent species, unearthing the skeletal remains of a human. What would they think? What stories would they tell about these strange bipedal creatures that once ruled the planet? Remember those Voyager probes? Still hurtling through the vast emptiness of interstellar space, they carry with them a message, a faint echo of a civilization long gone. If, by some cosmic chance, an alien civilization ever stumbles upon these probes, they would find a golden record containing images and sounds of Earth, as it was when humans walked its surface. So, even though humanity may vanish from Earth, our legacy could live on, carried on the shoulders of these interstellar voyagers. So what do you think? Would humanity truly vanish without a trace? Or could something or someone one day find evidence that we once ruled this planet? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you love mind-blowing what-if scenarios, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Because at Uncommon Knowledge Hub, we explore the biggest mysteries of the universe. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.